Welcome back.
Hi guys.
We're in the middle of Remain in Light by the Talking Heads.
It's very hypnotic.
I'm Mike. She's Deb. It was very hypnotic. The grooves in the first side were amazing, and the percussion was amazing. And you really like the lyrics, I understand.
My kind of writer, stream of consciousness stuff.
I enjoy him.
Whatever.
He's fun. Yeah.
He is fun.
I can see why a lot of people think this is their best album. We're going to be doing the entire side 2 in this video. And after we listen to side 2, there's going to be a surprise cover. I think you're going to like it. And one of their most famous songs is on side 2, Once in a Lifetime. We'll be starting with that. We normally wouldn't watch a music video when we listen to something this old, but because you already know this song, I don't feel like you're going into it totally blind. And this music video for Once in a Lifetime is classic. And it was considered, when it came out in 1981, one of the best videos of that time.
Cool.
That doesn't necessarily mean much, but hey, I'm curious to rewatch this again. Video is based on the single version. A single came out of this song, and it's shorter than the album version. We're listening to the album version, of course. So the video may fade out for a minute and then come back. In this video, we're listening to the stereo mix. But if you want to watch along, if you have a surround sound system, I recommend switching to the surround sound version of this same video, because it sounds awesome. I've heard the surround mix of these albums, the Talking Heads albums, and they're pretty cool. So links in the description if you want to check that out.
I love it already. He's a goofball.
I love him.
In a bow tie. He's doing this shit in a bow tie.
And you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. And you may find yourself in another part of the world. And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile.
Sure.
And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the
He's like a convulsing pigeon.
once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell
It's like he's
yourself,
preaching.
this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Same as it ever
It's a
was.
simple bass line, but it's
Same
very
as it
effective.
ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Water dissolving and water removing. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Under the water, carry the water. Remove the water at the bottom of the ocean. Water dissolving and water removing. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by,
I think he's doing like a speaking in tongues thing.
into the blue again. After the body's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? Letting the
for a hot
Same
minute.
as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Look where my hand was. Time isn't holding up. Time isn't after us. Same as it ever was. 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 Here, Twister comes. Here comes the Twister.
Here comes the twister. Yeah, I can see why people enjoyed that.
It's still a fun video.
It's
Even though it's low tech, who cares? It's fun.
Wonderfully artistic.
Yeah. I never knew what this meant. I kind of remember that. I didn't realize all of his moves, or many of them, had to do with
Yeah.
religious
The
things.
technique. Or
He looked
whatever
like
they
he
were
was doing like faith healing or speaking in tongues. Who
I'm
knows?
assuming some of the dipping motion was like, let's be baptized.
Very creative.
Very creative. And it was his other self looking and just watching, being the observer, the calm, quiet, in the dark room kind of self. And that was just like, oh, he was meditating about this. Or like seeing like, oh, this is what my fucking life is. Day after day. But it's only once in a lifetime.
This sort of had some rapping in it too, kind of. Just, there wasn't a lot of rap back then.
Good. We're 4 for 4.
All right.
That's really good.
All right, the rest of these songs on side 2, we're just going to listen to straight through without interrupting. We got Houses in Motion, Seen and Not Seen, Listening Wind, and The Overload. And for those of you following along at home that care, I think the last 2 songs, Adrian Belew makes a guest appearance again. We talked about him on the side 1. Okay, so let's go with the rest of side 2 to Remain in Light.
For a long time I felt without style or grace,
Still very funky.
wearing shoes with no socks in cold weather. I knew my heart was in the right place. I knew I'd be able to do these things. As we watch him digging his own grave, it was important to know that was where he's at.
Their synthesizer never sounds dated.
Can't afford to stop. That is what he believed. He'll keep on digging for 1,000 years. I'm walking along. I'm thinking about emotion. I'm walking along. Just barely enough to be living. Get out of the way. No time to begin. This isn't the time. So nothing was wrong. Not talking about nothing at all. Not turning around. No trouble at all. You notice there's nothing around you. I'm walking alive. Keep fighting this song. Never get to say much. Never get to talk. Tell us a little bit, but not too much. Right about then, it's where she give up. She has closed her eyes. She has give up hope. I'm walking alone. I hate to be dreaming in motion. I'm walking alone. Just barely enough to be living. Get out of the way. No time to begin. This isn't the time. So nothing was done. Not talking about not many at all. I'm turning around. No trouble at all. I'm keeping my fingers behind me. I'm walking alive. Keep fighting these songs.
I think there's a trumpet. It's weird, but it's kind of cool. next three songs should be interesting. I'm not sure I even remember how they sound. Another cool rhythm.
He would see faces in movies, on TV, in magazines, and in books. He thought that some of these faces might be right for him, and that through the years, by keeping an ideal facial structure fixed in his mind, or somewhere in the back of his mind, that he might, by force of will, cause his face to approach those of his ideal. The change would be very subtle. It might take 10 years or so.
That's a good estimate.
Gradually his face would change its shape. A more hooked nose, wider, thinner lips, beady eyes, a larger forehead.
Very unique and creative. Face is
He
cool.
imagined that this was an ability he shared with most other people. They had also molded their faces according to some ideal. Maybe they imagined their new face would better suit their personality. Or maybe they imagined that their personality would be forced to change to fit the new appearance. This is why first impressions are often correct. Although some people might have made mistakes, they may have arrived at an appearance that bears no relationship to them. They may have picked an ideal appearance based on some childish whim or momentary impulse. Some may have gotten halfway there and then changed their minds. He wonders if he too might have made a similar mistake.
That is the best way to end that song. Just with that line.
Another cool beat.
Glides along the streets and alleys, up comes the
so much going on.
The time is
With the
surely
sounds.
now or never more.
But it blends.
The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, dust in my head, dust in my head. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, come to drive them away, drive them away.
That's Adrian Blue again. It almost sounds like it's the guitar being played backwards.
The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, the dust in my head, the dust in my head. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, come to drive them away, drive them away. She buys his equipment in the marketplace. She plants devices through the free trade zone. He feels the wind is lifting up his people. He calls the wind to guide him on his mission. He knows his friend the wind is always standing by. She smells the wind that comes from far away. Moujik waits for news in a quiet place. He feels the presence of the wind around him. He feels the power of the past behind him. He has the knowledge of the wind to guide him on. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, dust in my head, dust in my head. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, come to drive them away, drive them away. The wind in my heart, the wind in my heart, dust in my head.
I love them all. I love
They're
the
all,
whole concept.
yeah, it is. It does not disappoint. Here we have a very different atmosphere. Ooh. All right. This feels like we're in slow motion.
Terrible signal to even recognize. Gentle collapsing.
poetry class.
Someone's eyes.
Honey, I'm floating.
Frequent returning and leaving unnoticed, a condition of mercy, a change in the weather, a view to remember. The center is missing. They question how the future lies in someone's eyes. Gentle collapsing
Oh, just a little. Getting to the section, getting around that road.
very surface. We travel on the quiet road. The overload.
I wouldn't call that world beat or Afro beat. I bet you like that song.
You've been holding out on me, sir.
You like weird songs. I knew you would like that last song for some reason.
All of them are technically weird songs.
That's true. There's all sorts of bleeps and bloops and sounds and synthesizer and stuff, but it's, I don't know if it's seamless, but it's perfect for these songs.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
There's a lot of
with
weird
those
sounds.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like they're on tape loops. Okay, well, that was a nice exposure for you and a nice reminiscing for me.
I'm totally going to listen to that whole album.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to chop it into pieces either. To me,
No, it's
supposed to be listened
right.
to all together.
That's an album listened for sure. That's part of the thing we like to do on this channel. We really appreciate the album as an art form.
It totally refilled my creative well.
Right. Well, I'm glad, honey.
Exactly. I just want to write.
We're going to go put it to good use. Okay, remember in the last video I said there was going to be a surprise at the end of this one? It's time for your surprise.
Okay, good.
Okay, we're going to hear a cover of Once in a Lifetime by, wait for it, the Muppets. I got to see this. This is not the Muppet Show, though. This was a show they did later called Muppets Tonight. This is from 1996. Oh, he's got the big white suit.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack, and you may find yourself in another part of the world, and you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile, and you may find yourself
He's doing
in a
the live
beautiful
version
house with a beautiful wife,
from Stop Making Sense.
and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, letting the water
It's
hold
so
me down,
cheesy.
letting the days
Of
go
course.
by, water flowing underground, into the blue again, after the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself,
I like Kermit in
how
the
do I
suit,
work
though.
this?
I can't help it.
And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? You may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground, into the blue again, after the money's gone. Once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Very good.
Same
Very
as it
good.
ever was.
Why are there so many of them?
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Nice job, Kermit.
Thank you.
Nice job, Kermit.
Thank you.
Nice job, Kermit.
Thank you.
Man, that was weird.
You've seen David Byrne in the big suit before, I think.
Maybe.
Probably. Well, that's
Probably.
that concert film that everybody is always talking about that we're going to watch at some point.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed that. I also hope you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Subscriptions on YouTube are important and they help the channel grow. So if you want to help us out, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And hey, keep those comments coming. They're very enjoyable. And they make it better for everybody, make it more interesting. So we appreciate those comments. And if you want to give the video a thumbs up or share it somewhere, that's helpful as well. If you'd like to leave us a one-time tip, you can do so with PayPal or the thanks button in some of our videos. Any donations of $5 or more will be recognized in our next video. And I would also like to recognize right now our patrons, because they are very important to us and they support us in the best way possible, and we thank them in all our videos. Thanks, guys. One of the perks of being a patron is access to the special videos on our Patreon. If you'd like to check out our Patreon, here's the information. There's some free stuff there as well if you can start out joining for free and see how you like it. Hope to see you there. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Well, the deeper into this album we get, the more I understand the title of the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Here comes the